Welcome to another edition of Chit Chat with Jerry Mahoney. How's it going, Jerry? Good, good. Today on Chit Chat, we're going to be talking about the English language and why some words are small words and some words are big words, and they actually mean, in many cases, the same thing. Why is that? No idea. Well, that's fine, because we're going to talk about it today. So many viewers know that I'm an English professor at Las Positas College in Livermore, and I like to share with my students the history of the English language. And our language got started really back after the Roman Empire fell and after the Romans left the occupation of England, what is now England, around the year 450. After that, we had invasions by the Angles, the Saxons, and the Jutes. Is that a law firm? No, that's not a law firm. Was it Larry, No, and Curly? Maybe they were some of the Vikings. Anyway, the Vikings came in the 700s and brought with them Germanic language and Old Norse. Old Norse and the other Germanic languages that make up the basis of our language came because of invasions. Yeah, so why are some words small and some words big? Because the Germanic language typically has single syllable words that are primarily tangible items, things you can hold, things you can hug, like wife and hand and boat. And I have some other things I've jotted down. Child, man, drink, love, eat, sleep, house, sleep. That sounds like you. It is me a lot. So England got its name, can you guess, from, what do you think, the Angles, the Saxons, or the Jutes? Angles? Yes, Angles. And in French, what is the word for England? Angleterre, right? The Angle land, England. So why small words versus big words? Well, in the year 1066, William the Conqueror came from France over into England and beat the King of England at the time at the Battle of Hastings, and he became the King of England. And French aristocracy ruled England for about 300 years, bringing us many of the words that we know today associated with our judicial system and with words that are abstract in nature. Unlike the concrete words from the Germanic, we have abstract words such as determination, creativity, independence, words that are more conceptual in nature and not so much the single syllable nouns that you can hold in your hand or that you can buy, right? Yeah, this is interesting. Well, I think so. So that's why we have words such as big versus significant, or huge versus essential. And what happens is we speak with those bigger words when we want to sound intelligent, because all the way back after the year 1066, if you wanted to sound intelligent, you would do what? You would imitate the aristocracy of the French. And those French folks would use longer words derived primarily from Latin, because French is a derived language from Latin, as is Spanish and Italian and Portuguese. And the invasions were a benefit to our language because we got a lot more word opportunities. We have a lot more choices of words than we would have if we only had words from German or, say, from French, because there's kind of two basic languages that make up English. Well, that's fascinating. I hope you tell your students that. Well, I do, and I mentioned that earlier. Well, that's going to do it for today's episode of Chit Chat. Think so, Jerry? Yeah, sounds good. Okay, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. See you then.